Fruity Loop has been transformed from an ordinary empty lot into an exciting new public space.
The name of the piece is World Below the Brine, and it's based on a Walt Whitman poem. At night, we've got LED lighting that runs along. As people move through it, it responds to the presence of people. My favorite aspect of it is the collaboration. It was a very community-driven piece.
Tom approached me to design, prototype, and fabricate the glass portion of the brine. I assembled a team of some really great glass artists, so it was a really fun process.
He had said that he would love for some students from Princess Anne to be involved because we're an IB school, so we pull from all over the city. And so that's what we did, sort of assembly line work.
I've never been really involved with anything that has been displayed like this publicly. It's so nice to see that all my hard work really has meant something.
This is an interesting place. There are a lot of forces at work, from the traffic circulating around, the bridge, obviously the ocean front. Instead of it just being a place of movement and kind of everybody passing by each other, now it's a place where people can convene.
I really hope that people coming here see this and feel inspired to play and come together and have a moment of connection.
Hello and welcome to VB 411. I'm your host, Ms. Information, the know-it-all in City Hall, here again to bring truth and clarity to misconceptions and rumors. Today, we're going to take a look at the city's Department of Economic Development. Now, based on comments we see on social media and the occasional letter to the editor, there seems to be some confusion about the department's mission, and sometimes they're even thought to be the same as the Virginia Beach Development Authority, or VBDA. Now, I could read all of this information for you, but I took it a step further and have brought in the Director of Economic Development himself, Taylor Adams, to demystify the work his team does. Taylor, thank you so much for taking time to join me today.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
So now, what exactly is the mission of economic development?
It's really quite simple. Our job is to grow the local economy through the creation of jobs or investment in our community. Now, we do that by focusing on three specific groups of businesses. First, we focus on businesses that we are trying to locate or attract to Virginia Beach. Two, we focus on the retention and expansion of our existing businesses. And three, something we're spending a lot more time on here lately, we focus on the creation of and fostering small businesses in our entrepreneurial community.
Wow. So is there any cost associated with that assistance?
There is not, and glad you asked that question, because one of the things that really should be demystified is that we're just a city department like any other. There's no smoke and mirrors. When you come to see us, it's no different than going to Public Works or Planning or to Park and Recreation. We're a city department that's happy to serve the taxpayer.
Wonderful. So now let's talk a little bit about the Economic Development Investment Program. We usually hear about it when a business receives a grant. So where does the money for the program come from, and how exactly does it work?
So the Economic Development Investment Program is one of the Virginia Beach Development Authority, or VBDA's, tools to sort of assist in our mission. And the money comes from the cigarette tax. It's a portion of the cigarette tax. And we use it, important to note, to invest in businesses. It's not a grant. And so in its purest sense, the Economic Development Investment Program, or EDIP as it's commonly known in the community, can be used as a local match for a larger state or Commonwealth level award, or it can be used to help us solve a problem that's keeping a project from happening, or to generate a better return to the taxpayer. I'll give you an example. Okay. We recently did an EDIP for the undergrounding of stormwater infrastructure. We did a financial analysis that determined the value of a development with an above-ground BMP, which gave us a certain number of buildings. And then we did the analysis with the additional buildings that we could gain through putting the stormwater underground. The return to the taxpayer was evident, and so we made a mathematically derived decision.
Wow, that's amazing.
Or I should say, the Development Authority did.
So if a business wants to connect with economic development and take advantage of any of the resources that are offered, how would they go about doing that?
The easiest way is probably to check out our website, www.yesvirginiabeach.com, give a quick little heads up on that. We've just initiated a redesign of that website. So if it's not perfect when you go there, give us a minute. It will be shortly. Also, there's our phone number, 757-385-6464, or doesn't happen as frequently, but just stop by. We certainly take walk-ins.
Great. And where's your office located?
We're at 4525 Main Street in Town Center. We're on the 7th floor of the Clark Nexon building.
Well, Taylor, thanks so much for stopping by and giving us the 411.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, one of the things we still want to talk about is the relationship between economic development and the Virginia Beach Development Authority. We want to give that topic the time and attention it deserves, and we'll be doing so in a future episode. Stay tuned. And now, you're in the know. Thanks for joining us today. Do you have an idea for a topic we should cover? Well, send an email to misinfo@vbgov.com and we'll get on it. Are you looking for previously covered topics? Well, you can check out our companion website for past episodes and articles at vbgov.com/vb411. See you next time.
Good morning, Scott.
Good morning. It's a little chilly in here. This is nice and toasty.
Why is it so cold in here? I've had enough.
So hot. So hot.
Oh my gosh, it is so cold. Are you freezing? I am freezing down there.
Freezing? Did I hear you say you're freezing? Are you kidding me? Look at me, I'm dripping in sweat. Freezing, she's cold and I'm hot.
I'm freezing. You melting. What in the world is going on around here? Ah!
Finally, my 3,200 page proposal is complete. Let me just hit save.
No!
Honey, I'm home. I've got the mail. Looks like a bunch of bills. Great Scott, $250?
Ray Pearson Ben back again with your Virginia Beach Sports Center Q&A. And today's question comes from Katie and Ashley, AP Math students at Green Run High School. Hello, girls.
Hey, Miss Ray.
Did you know that loggerhead sea turtles are native to Virginia? The Sports Center takes approximately 1,000 human steps to walk across it. If a loggerhead sea turtle were put in a line, how many would it take to reach from one side of the Sports Center to the other?
Is it A, about 799 loggerhead sea turtles, B, about 789 loggerhead sea turtles, or C, about 700 loggerhead sea turtles?
Now that's a good question, ladies. Is it A, B, or C? Just tell us, ladies.
The average loggerhead sea turtle is about 35 inches long, and the average human stride is about 28 inches long.
Therefore, we can fit about 789 loggerhead sea turtles across the Sports Center.
Thank you so much for that equation. And we're sending you and your classmates some Virginia Beach Sports Center love as you celebrate your 40th anniversary at Green Run High School. Go Stallions!
Today we're celebrating the 300th anniversary of the construction of the Thorogood House, and we have invited descendants of everyone who lived on the property.
I was born in Norfolk in 1944, and I've lived here most of my life, 75 years. I have such a sense of being rooted here. My 9th great-grandparents were in Jamestown in 1609, 1610.
We're really excited to be able to get members of different branches of the family together. We know that there were many different people of many different backgrounds who lived here on this property over the course of 300 years and more. We were really excited to have Matt here today because he is so knowledgeable about the history of the 17th century in this area and the rest of Virginia.
Well, I was invited to come and speak a little bit about Adam and Sarah Thorogood, the two first Thorogoods who came to Virginia. And so I talked a little bit about their biographies and their story, where they came from in England and how they both came to Virginia. and how they were both able to advance to become called the talk Virginia Beach's first power couple. And what was fascinating is that we had many of the visitors who were at the talk today are descendants of the Thorogood family.
You know, there are so many descendants of any ancestor that one would pick.
I always find it fascinating to speak with them too, because they've usually done quite a bit of research on the family history, and we can get a lot of stories from them, stories, traditions that have been handed down through the family, the kind of thing that you just don't get from historical records, and certainly not from archaeology.
It touches my heart. No, it touches my heart. All of us, are connected in so many ways, but to, have that unknown connection revealed, but just to find that extended family, and to know it could go on and on and on,
Hello and welcome to VB 411. I'm your host, Ms. Information, the know-it-all in City Hall, here again to bring truth and clarity to misconceptions and rumors. Now, it's been a while since we've taken a dive into the Beach Bucket mailbag, so this episode is all about answering questions that you, our viewers, have submitted recently. Now, first up in our extended Beach Bucket segment is an email from Eddie. Now, he wrote in after watching our episode about the prescription and medical sharps drop-off boxes and was looking for some clarification on the sharps portion. He said, according to the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality, as long as I use a medical sharps disposal container and it's sealed and labeled household sharps do not recycle or home-generated sharps, it states that I can dispose of my sharps in with my regular household trash. I'm just trying to get specific and correct information on what I should be doing. Well, he's absolutely right with that statement. The DEQ guidelines allow residents to dispose of insulin needles, catheters, and other medical sharps in their regular trash, as long as it's in a rigid container, such as an old laundry detergent bottle, and is sealed up. There's no legal requirement anywhere that says medical sharps can only be disposed of at the collection boxes at the police precincts. Rather, they're there as an alternative disposal method should anyone need to use them. It's an unfortunate fact that would-be trash snoopers will go through garbage bags and find needles to use for illicit habits, especially if they know there's an easy source. As far as the household trash method goes, any refuse collected by the city is taken to a waste-to-energy facility and incinerated, which is the preferred way to dispose of medical waste anyway. Recyclables aren't incinerated, so please don't put your sharps in the blue bins. Now, for our next question. John emailed us asking about button cell batteries. He said, I use a good amount of zinc air hearing aid batteries. Should these be recycled versus thrown away? Well, the short answer, don't put them in your household trash or recycling containers. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, many button cell batteries contain mercury or lithium. Now, mercury isn't good for the environment or people for that matter. And lithium batteries, on the other hand, will catch fire if punctured, which tends to happen when trash or recyclables are compacted on the truck after being collected. So when in doubt, take your batteries to a collection center. The city's Landfill and Resource Recovery Center at 1989 Jake Sears Road will happily take them off your hands during regular business hours, Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Now, if that's not a good time or location for you, there's a way to find a third party that will accept them. Head over to call2recycle.org, enter your location, and it'll provide you with a list of locations where you can dispose of your batteries in a safe and environmentally conscious manner. Okay, now on to our last piece of mail for this episode. Cheryl sent us a message on Facebook inquiring about hotel prices for next year's Something in the Water Festival. In her note, she said, when searching for hotels, some of the prices for these places are ridiculously high. I know that a lot of these places are privately owned, but they are also located in your city. I don't know how much your hands are tied and if there is anything you can do. Well, last year's Something in the Water Festival was a resounding success, with 35,000 tickets sold and an estimated economic impact of $21.7 million. And The 2020 festival promises to be an even bigger event. When demand outstrips supply of a limited resource, in this case hotel rooms, prices tend to go higher. Now that said, there's no law that gives us control over what a hotel can charge for a room, only that they clearly communicate the cost to customers. Most of the local and state laws that address hotel operations pertain to the legality of running such an establishment and tax laws, along with a variety of health and safety rules. Regarding price, there are 2 laws that are related to price. Virginia Code, Chapter 5, Section 35.1 states that hotels shall post in a conspicuous place in its office a list of the ranges of the charges for its rooms and shall post in each guest room the maximum charge for that room. There's also the Virginia Post-Disaster Anti-Price Gouging Act. Now, it's a high bar to meet with specific conditions. However, it offers consumer protections against price gouging in the event of a declaration of disaster by the governor or president of the United States. Let's all hope we don't need that law anytime soon. For more information about the topics from this week's mailbag, along with any previously covered topics, visit our companion website, vbgov.com/vb411. And now, you're in the know. Thanks for joining us today. Do you have a burning question you'd like to have us answer? Well, send an email to misinfo@vbgov.com and we'll get you the 411. See you next time.
Hello, it's Kay.
What the? Where did everything go?
Coffee.
And coming up next on NewsScan.
Now everybody should have their own microwave.
Really?
Where are my keys?
It's pancake time.
Whoa! Where did Swing go? Mommy! Who's hungry? I finally caught that feral cat. Where'd it go? Is that it? I'm gonna go catch it.
Oh my goodness, left the door open. Don't want to waste energy.
Miss Timlin's one of the hardest working people, if not the hardest working person I've ever met, and that's something that's a value that she instilled in me as a student and then also as an adult. She is fully invested in students and student leadership and everything that she does.
Miss Timlin, she has a great impact on my education and my experience in education. All my middle school and elementary school years, I'm used to sitting at a desk and that's how I'm learning. But when I entered the academy, there was obviously the setting is different from the regular classroom setting. So she helped me to open my mind and expand the things that I've learned, whether that's being an entrepreneur, being an innovator, learning math, the very simple things. It's just more open. I understand education more as a high school student than I've ever did in my whole entire life. It's her attitude, it's her ambition.
She's very inspiring to start. She makes sure that we're really on top of everything that needs to happen. So she's organized, but at the same time, she's so charismatic and kind to all of us. So you get a little bit of everything. You get the inspiration, but you also get the realist in her, which helps us push to become better than we are now.
Miss Timlin was actually my high school teacher and SCA advisor. Now I teach at Kempsville High School. Actually, she is really the one who inspired me to become a teacher and to become an SCA advisor. She had a really profound impact on me as a student leader, and I want to give back and do the same for students at Kempsville High School. And there's no place like home, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be. And working for my teacher, who is my mentor now, and continuing to work alongside her is a real honor.
seeing the students grow here in our program and just over the course of time that I've been able to work with students has been probably the most rewarding experience of my life. I mean, that's what it's about. Education is about providing students learning experiences that will help them figure out what they want to do next.
Timlin is there every step of the way. I feel like she's been holding my hand since I've met her. You can tell that she really cares. She really values what she does, value her students. And it's like she's a part of my family, I can say.
All teachers are obviously super kind, but Miss Tillman just like extremely up there on top with how kind she is. She's always making sure everybody's in the right place, everybody's content with where they are, and if somebody's not content, she'll be sure to make sure they need to go to where they want to become, and she'll do whatever she can to make that happen.
We found out that Bruce Thompson wanted us to meet Pharrell Williams, and she was probably more excited than my mom was. She told us that we were gonna meet him, and she was like, it's a secret, don't tell anybody. And then the day she picked us up, she was like, you guys got your pitch? You got it? And she was so excited, and they were crying when we were done. It was just, it was the moment where we realized like our Academy family really loves us, and she's like, Mama Academy.
I'm really excited to see where they are in 5 years. Like I hope that they are the ones coming back and presenting master classes for our students. I hope they're the ones taking kids as, job shadow day participants or as internship mentors. Like I can't wait to see our graduates and how they then come back and impact the program. So my future is right here at Kentsville, and I'm really happy to be able to say that.
State-of-the-art innovative center, hands-on experience, lifelong learning. Find it all here at the Advanced Technology Center. Located on the campus of Tidewater Community College, the ATC prepares high school students for existing and emerging careers. The ATC offers courses in 3 areas: information technology and computer sciences, digital design and marketing, architecture, engineering, and manufacturing. Let's check it out.
Information Technology and Cyber Foundations. Career opportunities in IT and cybersecurity are exploding across the globe. This course introduces you to the technical and professional skills needed to pursue those jobs. You'll develop foundational skills in network and hardware engineering, program and software development, web design, and more. Once completing this one-year program, you will have the chance to earn nationally recognized certifications.
Cybersecurity Systems Technology. Technology. We use it every day, but how exactly does it work? Find out in this course. Learn how to build, repair, and secure computers, servers, and networks. You'll also get hands-on experience installing, configuring, and troubleshooting various operating systems. Many students earn highly desired IT certifications and even have the opportunity to participate in internships.
Network administration and cybersecurity. Prevent cyber threats and outsmart hackers. This 2-year program will show you how to configure, manage, and secure networks. Ethical hacking labs also teach you how to defend against threats and conduct penetration testing measures on networks. You'll work with Windows and Linux operating systems. Students prepare for nationally recognized certifications.
Cisco Network Engineering. Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. Digital networks we're all pretty familiar with, but did you ever wonder how they work? This program will provide you with a hands-on introduction to networking and cybersecurity through Cisco routers, switches, wireless devices, and more. Courses are designed around real-world experiences and are delivered in partnership with Cisco Systems Networking Academy, a global technology giant.
Telecommunications.
The telecommunications job market is booming, and this class will help you get your foot in the door. From installing telephone and data networks to programming security cameras and access control door locks, this 2-year program will teach you all about the telecommunications field. You'll also have the opportunity to be certified in data cabling, satellite dish installation, as well as OSHA safety regulations.
Web Design Foundations. Design, coding and business. Become a tech triple threat. This course prepares you not only for opportunities in web design and development, it also puts those skills to the test in a realistic business model. In the 2-year program, you'll develop web programming skills in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, while learning to design engaging websites for all users. Second-year students continue building those skills in a simulated web design business while learning project management and entrepreneurship in a highly project-based environment.
Software and game development. Anyone can play a game on their phone or Xbox, but can you create one? Learn how in this 2-year program that introduces you to fundamental programming concepts using GameMaker, Visual Studio, C#, and the Unity game engine. Advanced software and game development students learn database programming, mobile app development, and advanced program concepts using Java.
Digital design. Learn the skills involved in advertising design, from the development and function of advertising to the production processes involved. This 2-year program will teach you the art of communication through imagery. Elements covered include illustration, typography, photography, web design, animation, and more. The program also prepares you for certification exams and assessments in advertising design.
Marketing and entrepreneurship at Town Center. Explore Madison Avenue marketing, entrepreneurship, and professional success. This 2-year program provides the opportunity to work with local businesses, including a school-based business, and learn the skills needed to pursue a career in marketing or launch a successful business. Located in the most unique classroom, you'll study in a real-world learning lab at Town Center. Topics of study include social media marketing, leadership, business plan development, project management, and more.
Travel and tourism management. Discover the world of travel and tourism. You will gain excellent customer service skills while learning about an industry that finds no limits. The travel and tourism industry includes hotels, resorts, restaurants, festivals and events like Pharrell Williams' Something in the Water, theme parks, cruise ships, conference centers, and more. If you're interested in doing something different every day and an exciting and in-demand career, then this is the program for you.
Engineering design. Speak the language of engineering by utilizing the latest Autodesk software. From developing assembly drawings to creating essential detail sheets, you'll receive extensive training in the techniques of engineering and mechanical design. This course will provide you with essential CAD skills required to advance in this field.
Architectural design. Interested in becoming an architect? In this class, you'll create your own dream house, commercial buildings, and even develop complete sets of building plans and 3D visualizations. Gain confidence in design layout, site plans, construction specifications, and more.
Naval Architecture and Ocean Engineering. Create ocean transportation systems and structures of the future in the Naval Architecture and Ocean Engineering course. If designing underwater robots and engineering cutting-edge ships and structures sounds exciting, then this class is for you. This unique program applies engineering design principles, imagination, artistic instincts, and problem-solving skills.
Engineering technology. From automobiles to airplanes, cell phones to computers, it all has to be designed, engineered, and produced. And you'll learn how to create all of this in this 2-year engineering technology program. This course teaches foundational skills in engineering, robotics, 3D printing, material science, mechatronics, applied physics, and more.
Modeling and simulation. Would you like to create your own 3D model to present on Shark Tank? How about designing a video game character? This course explores the field of modeling and simulation as a vital tool in science and engineering. It introduces the basic concepts of making a model and animating it to simulate physical characteristics, like testing the bone density of a broken arm in a crime scene investigation. Qualified students will be encouraged to take the SOLIDWORKS and 3D Studio Max certification tests.
Advanced Technology Center is a unique STEM opportunity for Virginia Beach City Public High School students. You can stay at your neighborhood high school while taking half-day classes at the ATC. Unleash your superpowers at the Advanced Technology Center today. Advanced Technology Center. Next is what we do.